Well, post-fight update. Just come out of shower 4 hours ago. 5 o'clock the fight was done. Or 4.5. Terence Bruv Crawford stopped Earl Spence. The Rebo assassin. Terence Crawford, Assassin's Creed. Versus Big Fish Earl Spence. Spence got stopped. He looked weight drained, not making excuses. He looked weight drained. Maybe 154 was struggling for 147, but both men acid tests. Someone had to be put to rest. Michael T Freestyle Season. Like and subscribe. That's it, 9:10. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. You fucking done. Come on, people. Well, what can I say? Game plan, strategy, conditioning is the key to win. And if your skill set is superior, your game plan is superior in boxing, you have a chance of winning. It's poetry in emotion. It's all in the ocean, baby. Poetry in emotion, poetry in motion. It's all in the ocean. And Bud Crawford showed that he was a light superweight undisputed champion, and he became undisputed at welterweight. 140 and 147. It's boxing, people. It's levels to the game. Doesn't mean Earl Spence can win the rematch. People say, Earl Spence assets is pressure. Footwork is not slow. But Terence Crawford had distance and timing. And he's a switch hitter. He's got a strong jab if he's a right-handed. And he's got a strong jab if he wants to switch left-handed. Left hook, he can left hook off it. He can double left hook it. He can jab off it. So he's got more assets now. Earl has got a world-class jab. The fight, people say it's a jab. Doesn't matter. Your best punch is your fine ranger. That has to be a jab because Roy Jones never used a jab. And people say, oh, that's his detriment. That was his detriment. He was slowing down. Because Roy Jones always used to leave his chin in the air. So his reflexes just get him out of trouble. Just like Prince Nassim Hamid. We're going to go, because I know my boxing people, you know. So Michael T Freestyle, like and subscribe. Your comments below. I should be getting more followers, but you know, you look like trash. I pick Earl to win by educated pressure, close the distance down, push him back with a jab and body punches. But it's never worked, and it is what it is. It's boxing, baby. It is what it is, people. The better man won. The game plans had to be to the T. With Bomac game plan was better than Derek James. Everybody's, oh, Derek James is this. No, Derek James is a bad boy trainer. Bad boy trainer, undisputed. For Jamal Charlo. At 154. It could have took Earl Spence. If Earl Spence fought anybody else in the division, he would have got the job done. He was weight trained. He needed to go 154. This is 2 years before. We're not making, maybe he would have lost same way. Because a switch hitter as a switch hitter. It's like Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. Boxers always beat brawlers, they say. Not necessary. He just couldn't get his best punches off. He looked drained. He looked tired. And his neck looked drawn with his nutritionist. Maybe never needed a nutritionist. Everything he was done by himself. Got a nutritionist now. He's got to work to a T, people. So it is what it is. Somebody's got to lose. Elite level. This was Champions League level boxing terms. Deontay can't box. Deontay's got a fantastic jab. The right hand is his honey punch. He's Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury's a boxer tricks. Boxing chocolates, right? It happens. Boxer rush ears. Just like Terence Crawford. When you're a boxer rush ears, right? It's a battle of the jabs, and Earl couldn't get off with the body shots to hurt him. Earl needs to go. A fight like Terrence. You have to be cerebral and break it down. You see, boxing is like breaking down syllables. A-E-I-O-U. And then you work from a game plan from there. No, I don't care about viewership. I'm just being honest. And from round one, the jab was a battering ram, like Mike Tyson said. The Showtime pay-per-view interviewer said, "Oh, Mike Tyson was at ringside next to him, says Terrence Bud Crawford's jab was a battering ram. He's punching hard. See, when you're a big puncher, it's like a new way, yeah. New way has to prove himself. Yeah, a new way has to go up and like clean up that division, be undisputed at one featherweight, and then lightweight, and build himself from there. Power punches are dangerous. Earl's a power puncher. Earl's got fucking jab when he's timed right and break you down. It takes time, a bit more time, and body shots. His body shots, ripping body shots, and he couldn't get off of the body. He should have worked from. He should have had a flicking jab to the body and try and push him back. But Terrence Crawford was strong inside the clinches. And when Earl tried to go inside the second round, he's thinking, shit, man, this guy is stronger than me on the time. But a rematch have been made. And Earl took his beating, he eat his lamb chops like a man. That's boxing. And he made no excuses. Derek James never make excuses. And people say, oh, man, I'm going to him. Of course, they're going to go to him, bro. He was the best trainer in the world. And still is one of the best trainers in the world. You don't get training a year on back-to-back success and you have undisputed 154 and 147, all of a sudden you're a bad trainer. So protecting your all like Mayweather. Not everybody is a Wizard of Oz like Mayweather that defense. And it would have been a cracking fight between Crawford and Mayweather. But different eras, different time. Mayweather's time was spit and polish. No one couldn't beat him. And you got Terrence Crawford. Is his era at the moment. Rematch can be done. It's all about game plans and strategy. Earl can beat Crawford. He was off. Because Sean Porter styles make fights. Yeah. He can close the gap down. Come on, B. All of a sudden you're a bad fighter. You this, you that. No. Earl Spence is the truth. Beat Garcia. Maybe. And I think Deontay as well, he needs to get active. But Deontay Wilder's not dead because he lost 2 fights. He went out on his shield. Earl Spence went out on his shield, but he didn't win 4 rounds. If he won 4 rounds and Crawford won 5 rounds and there was knockdowns involved, it'll be more closer. But it just wasn't to be. It wasn't to be, brother. You fight, when you're in an elite level, it's elite game plans, and Derek James just never had the game plan. Doesn't mean he's a shit trainer. He's a world-class trainer. So every man goes, oh, he's got to go to Anthony Josh. I don't know why he picked up Anthony Josh. But that's not my choice. Ryan Garcia. All them man, yeah, at the gym. It is what it is. It's a workload. And maybe he's looking that can help and improve these things. What happens? He's not a shit coach. It's like Virgil Hunter. Oh, he's only had Andre Ward. Some fighters are just elite. Virgil Hunter had Andre Ward. Earl Spence is an elite level. You don't become a unified world champion and then you're calling out a man for years and you're shit overnight. People need to hold their horses because you see people that only falls on horses. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, people. You got his ass bust. That's boxing. That's boxing. How many fighters got dominated? When Roy Jones dominated James Toney, was James Toney shit? He was still one of the world class. He was still one of the best fighters pound for pound out there. Boxing styles make fights. It's come strategy to the T. You come in shape, yeah, And when you want to fight inside, you want to fight outside. Yeah, boxing is controlled distance and timing. And if I keep countering a fighter and he can't get off his best shots, I'm going to beat your ass. How many times have you seen it? It's Mike Tyson when he fought Lennox Lewis was washed up. Yeah. When Evander was beating him the first fight. When Evander lost fights. Fighters lose fights, ladies and gentlemen. Just, we know he was a better athlete, Terence Crawford. Switch hitter, and he's hitting hard. Every punch you feed in it. You make mistakes. Your defense is leaky. Because you make your openings. That's boxing. You make openings, you make your opponent punish. If he can't hit you all night and you're hitting him with shots, he's going down. Because he got down in the second round, he's a punk. Fuck out of here, B. People need to get in the real world out here. People need to know what going on. But Spence. Alright, then he didn't fight his best, but I don't know. He's had an off night tonight. When Deontay Wilder could have won the first fight against Tyson Fury, glove gate and cheating accusations, whatever. Right? That could have went Deontay's first. The first fight could have went Deontay easy with that knockdown, because any referee would have flashed that off and say, hey, you're out for the count, mate. But the second fight, blah, blah. People talking about, B. It's boxing. Man, them calling out for fights. Best for the best. A man's got to lose. It could have been a knockdown, drag out between each other. It could have been a scrap. Diego Corrales versus who was the other one? Castillo. It could have been that, but it wasn't that. High chess moves by Terence Crawford. He just goes around and do his business. When you have a cerebral mind, both men are cerebral. Terence Crawford is a proper cerebral man. They studied this guy, so yeah, Spence, hype him up a bit, take all your belts, we'll beat the shit out of you. Sometimes, yeah, a man will come under the ranks. I say, you're the A side, you're selling stadiums, you're doing that. And he did. He can sell gates, Spence. But Spence, I have to go back to when you lose, you have to go back to your fucking do your homework. It's life. Doesn't mean he's a shit fight, it's world class. Spence can beat Crawford. I don't care what any man says. Spence didn't close the distance down. And he didn't work behind the jab. Spence should have jabbed to the body and worked to the body. And when the head's available, remember you do with Crawford, you gotta back him up. If you allow him time and distance and timing, Crawford will beat your fucking ass. Just like Floyd. Just like, what's that guy? What's the fucking guy? The Mexican, not the Mexican. I can't remember. Mandana, yeah? The first fight. He had success with Floyd. You know why? He backed up Floyd and turned it into a street fight. Spence gets the work done and kind of bully. There's skill behind it, but bully boy tactics. But that never worked. Pressure, cooker fighting. Never work. Last night, this wasn't to be. And this man has got a couple more game plans and more. He's got more arson than Earl. Doesn't mean Earl couldn't win that fight. When you're hooking off a jab and you're hooking off a right hand and Earl's reaching, because the first round you think, oh, then Earl won it. And then the second round you think, I got dropped shit. Then you reach, you start panic. It's not like Deontay said, oh, I got this right hand, I can land any time. He believes it, and every time he lands it, majority 19.9, that lands, he wins. But Tyson Fury, he could have lost the first fight, so that was a draw. Tyson Fury went back home, and it is what it is. That's it, bro. Like, rematch 154, 147, he's dead at the weight. That's what I've learned. Like, big up BTM sport. When you're dead at the weight, it's not you can't do nothing because you're dry, you're bone dry, and you can't get off your punches. That's boxing for you, ladies and gentlemen. A cerebral assassin. Uh, Terence Crawford went in to done the job against a big fish. It's just levels. Doesn't mean it's like Shane Mosley. Yeah, it's a Hall of Famer. Vernon Voris. Yeah, it's all got a show fucking game. Beat him twice, bro. Because sometimes a man studies you and sits down. He doesn't care about hype and glamour. So I can beat this guy. And Roy Jones was at the top. Roy Jones' head was always like a chicken in the open. But he lost his reflex. Then the reflex start go, football start go easy to hit. You're a sitting duck. The great Roy Jones. Is Roy Jones pop? No. We can't put Terence Crawford and Earl Spence in that category. Not for me. Roy Jones is different gravy. When in prime Roy Jones. Do you understand? Maybe Pern and Wicketer you can put on Terence Crawford and compare. It's boxing, ladies and gentlemen. You win some, you lose some. I'm not asking for the fights. It is what it is. Right? Derek James has to go and travel 2 weeks to go back to London. He chooses that schedule. Derek James is no punk. There it is. James is boxing is my life. Boom. Schedule. And when the schedule done, Joshua will have a rest and they will assess the situation. Take the rematch, maybe 154. He said, I want a rematch. 147 can't work because he can't ball down to the weight. So I'll get a nutritionist. And when I look at Spence, and he said before the fight, he goes, piss and shit, and I eat boxing. I look at his neck, not making excuses. He looked bone dry. The man can't look, but he couldn't make adjustments to the weight. See, heavyweight, yeah, you can go any weight you like. Other weight classes, you have to adjust to the weight and have to be comfortable making that weight. So when you're comfortable making that weight, everything flows. Poetry and motion flow through in the ocean, baby. So that's it. Got his ass beat. And I support both fighters. I'm a bit pissed off Spence. Somebody's got to be a loser. It's an elite sport. It's the difference between I love football. Football, you can't get away with that. Boxing, you can. But them man never dodged each other. It just, you got to build a fight and promoters got to make money. And now America, now they're putting on top fights. UK, where the next UK fighter? It's boxing. Man jabbing from a battering ram, turn it into a battering jab, and he's using that in training camp, and then he's using the left hand as a battering ram, as a jab if he wants to, or he's hooking off it, and he's looking to damage you and take you out. That's skill, that's like art form that he's perfecting in training camp. Where Earls will get behind the jab and break you body shots and break your ribs, uppercuts and break your eye socket. It doesn't mean he's a bad fighter. He's broken so many man eye sockets, world-class fighters before him. Maybe he should be active and say, I need a little tune-up or something. I keep active. Active, this is that 18 months. That was a bit too long. So the fight can't be made. You go September, October. It is what it is. So someone gonna be a loser. I'm a bit disappointed Spence never put up a fight and won. But that's how it go. When I wanted Wilder to beat Fury, that's how it go. Elite level, people have to fight. When there's the best fighting the best, there's no hiding. Just like Bowmax, there's no hiding for the brother. And Derek Jones have a back down. Somebody have to lose. Derek James a world-class trainer. I don't want to hear no chat about Derek James. Yeah? A man got it wrong because he said, when they look at a fight, say, boy, I take a beating now. We don't want to wave the white checker flag. Or the anger chief. Because we're not no chiefs here. We're head chief Derek James, trainer of the year. I'm a fighter. Only the public look at him as the best welterweight in the world. He had to prove it tonight. And he didn't prove it tonight. He didn't put him in the dirt. He didn't put in no whipper stop and no big fish, but he's still a big fish. He ain't no punk. That's how it goes. He still can win the rematch. You have to go away and evaluate a game plan with Derrick James at Spence. Of course. Just like I believe it was Tyson Fury and Wilder fought. Wilder can knock him out. You don't know free time. Because you lot are clowns, you see. This is where you got to believe in yourself and be cerebral to yourself. When you're cerebral to yourself, no one can't fuck with you. The outside world are haters. The outside world is opinion. Everybody got to take a shit and it's stinky. Sometimes I have wet wipes. Some people use normal toilet roll and water. That's it. Soap it up on top water. So you have to take your licks. We've all been embarrassed in life, just in life as a whole. Some people say, Eric Spence is amateur. Yeah, he made him look ordinary. And Mayweather used to do that. Now you got Shakur's, you got the, I'm studying, you got the man, you got Shakur's, you got Davis fights. They're there to be me. Davis have to fight Shakur. Shakur has to fight Davis. Devin has to fight them two, whoever. When people fight each other, they either get embarrassed or it's competitive, or the other man embarrassing. It's boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Just get it together, man. 9:31, and it is what it is. Can't complain about this and that. He was weight drained, he was bold. I could make the excuses I want. He was. What if he wasn't weight drained and he was kind of make the weight as he used to? Maybe still would have lost. Because distance and time, and when you can counter punch and you can affect, and when you're brawling, you gotta be controlled aggression. When you can counter punch and jab off a man head and come back around and just keep countering them, man, you ain't gonna keep coming forward. But okay, coming forward. But when you keep getting countered, it's just easy night's work. It's boxing. You know what I mean? I think Els should have been more active. 18 months, just get active, take a little key Furman. And if he's pricing himself fight Jello and Boots, maybe they don't that he wanted to chase Crawford. You gotta give Elspeth credit. He was chasing Crawford down. They made the fight. Yeah, he made the fight, and it is what it is. Chased him down. He said, I want Crawford. And then there you could have fought somebody. It's like, they're not gonna give you a loss. Play the game smart. You beat Crawford, you beat Ennis. I don't know about Ennis. Ennis has proved himself, but another fantastic prospect. Another dangerous man in the division. Some boxers have tools, game plans, and strategy win fights. And toolbox win fights. You know? You have to nullify in sport, you have to nullify people's strength, the opponent's strength, and weak one their weakness. Because openings are there in boxing. You gotta have your trainer to see the IQ, the openings, and perfect it. Okay. Real bars, man. Real algebra. Come on, bro. Enough to leave. Disappointed, but I'll lose out for lose. Got his ass broke up. Got dropped down the second round. I think the seventh round he got stopped. The seventh round he got dropped. Joe Spence at the ninth. It's just boxing. It's just boxing. Coming away with my Arsenal tracky. You know why Arsenal never won anything? Because game plans weren't perfect. And you can't go against Pep Guardiola, Man City, and expect it's going to be an easy ride. Should have won the league. But with not his lack of experience and know who your opponent is and taking them serious. And when we played Man City, they were scared. Spence wasn't scared. This one wasn't scared. Just got his ass whooped. Like Arsenal got beat 3-1 at home last season. And we got beaten 4-1 away from them. So here's what it is. So you can spend your 105 million getting your Declan Rice and this man and that. We still ain't got no striker. We ain't got no world-class striker. So shopping have to be made. You spend 700 million
and FA Cup. That's not elite level. Derek James is not no FA Cup boxing type of manager in boxing terms. His world terms. Undisputed. 154. Unified was at the time of Earl Spence. Frank Martin is trying to pull up a couple fights. The man is a boxing alcoholic. Both of them. Beaumont, Terence, both Crawford's trainer, and Derek James, Errol Spence trainer. It's what it is. Fighters got to talk trash. Trainers got to talk. Somebody's got to lose. So it's football. You can't get away with murder. That's why I love it. You can't get away. And the season come, you get a week, a month off, and you're back at reality. So Michael T freestyle season, I can describe. Big up Terence Crawford. And Spence will come again. I'm out.